Have you ever cried a tear that you cannot explain? Have you ever met a stranger who already knew your name? What if it's him? What if it's God speaking? Welcome back to your spiritual sports segment on Rema Gospel Radio. I'm CJ. The National League had 7 games on the diamond as the Miami Marlins lost to the Philadelphia Phillies 3-1 as Kyle Kendrick strikes out 8. The Pittsburgh Pirates was taken down in 14 innings 4-3 by the Cincinnati Reds as Ryan Ludwig single in the 14th eventually won the game. The Washington Nationals rocked the New York Mets 5-1 as Gio Gonzalez wins his 19th game, which is the most in Major League Baseball. The Chicago Cubs outlasted the Houston Astros 4-1 with 3 RBIs from Dave Sapelt, while the Atlanta Braves was down by the Milwaukee Brewers 4-1. The San Francisco Giants lost by 1 run 65 to the Colorado Rockies as pitcher Alex White knocks in his first homer, and the defending champion St. Louis Cardinals were literally spanked by the San Diego Padres 11-3 with a homer from Cameron Maybin and 3 RBIs driven in by Will Venable. If you tuned into the first segment, I gave you the American League standings, and here are your National League standings as the Washington Nationals lead the East and the Atlanta Braves are 6.5 games back. The Central is led by the Cincinnati Reds with the St. Louis Cardinals 9 games back, and the San Francisco Giants sits atop the West as the LA Dodgers are 5 games back. For your NFL Quick Hits, NFL Players Association Executive Director DeMaurice Smith sent a letter on Monday to NFL Commissioner Roger Goodell that outlines the union's expectation for the process that should be followed in determining the ultimate fate of former and current New Orleans Saints players suspended for their alleged involvement in the bounty scandal, and according to sources, contain the following elements. Reaffirm the players' contention no pay-to-injure program existed. Players must have a full opportunity to present their cases and cross-examine evidence and witnesses. And finally, express a continued willingness to engage in settlement negotiations as the courts have recommended. The NFL, on the other hand, sent a letter to the union Monday stating its willingness to meet with any player who wants to submit information regarding the bounty scandal, and if they wish to do so, must do it by close of business today. The New Orleans Saints have placed Jonathan Vilma on the physically unable to perform list, a move that will sideline the recently reinstated linebacker for at least 5 more games. With no resolution to talks between the NFL and its locked-out referees in sight, the league has devised a schedule for replacement referees through the first 5 weeks of the season, a league official told ESPN NFL insider Adam Schefter on Monday. After losing his appeal, Cleveland Browns' Joe Hayden was suspended Monday without pay for 4 games for violating the NFL's policy on performance-enhancing substances. Darrelle Revis' status for Sunday's game against the Pittsburgh Steelers is uncertain after the New York Jet cornerback sustained a mild concussion last Sunday. And finally, the NFL has admitted that a mistake by the clock operator in Sunday's last-second loss at Detroit basically gave the Lions an extra timeout against the St. Louis Rams. To have your company sponsor a sports segment, please email me at cj@cjsports.com for more information. To catch archives of your spiritual sports segment, log on to my innovative blog site, cjsports.com, and be sure to give me that follow on Twitter at cjsports, and also like me on Facebook at CJAct. That's CEEJAY. Stay tuned for more updates on your next spiritual sports segment, where we sprinkle a little spirituality in your sports. I'm CJ. Be blessed and have a triumphant Tuesday.